Hey guys, so in today's video I'm going to be doing a makeup tutorial on this look right here, and it is completely inspired by the Anastasia World Traveler's Couture palette. This is what that looks like. Immediately when I saw this palette I was drawn to pink champagne right over here and these four shades right in here. So I really wanted to do something incorporating all of those. So this is what I came up with. I hope you guys enjoy this look, and leave me some comments down below for some future ideas. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye! I'm going to start by priming my face, and today I'm going to use my Bare Minerals Prime Time Brightening Primer because I'm going to go in with a more matte foundation, so I want a little bit of luminosity underneath. And I like to do my primer first so it has time to sit while I do my eyes. I'm just going to go ahead and prime my eyelids using my MAC Soft Ochre Paint Pot. I'm just going to take this Real Techniques Deluxe Crease Brush just to get that all blended in. Morphe M504 brush, which is just a fluffy crease brush. I'm going to dip that into Soft Peach, which is the shade right over here. And I'm just going to run that in the crease in windshield wiper motions, and then I like to go in and do circular motions. This step is pretty sloppy. There's really no rhyme or reason, so don't feel the need to be like super precise in the crease. Now I'm going to go in with a smaller, denser crease brush, and this is the M441. And I'm going to dip into the shade Morocco, which is a super warm brown. And I'm going to take that on the outer half of the eye and just work that on the outside, and then as we go we're going to push it further up into the crease. But I want to keep this lower than where we placed Soft Peach. So it's going to create a really nice gradient effect. Next, I'm going to go in with an even smaller crease brush and the shade Fudge, which is a really beautiful deep brown, and this is the tapered shadowing crease brush. And we're going to do the same thing we did with Morocco, except we're going to place this even lower so that again we're creating that really nice gradient effect. And blend this out. Next, I'm just going to flip my brush right over to the small, more tapered side. I'm going to pick up Pink Champagne, and this is the color that I'm obsessed with. This in Morocco. Obsessed. And I am just going to take that and pack that all on the inner half of the lid. Because my eyes are so small, I'm going to bring it up ever so slightly to create the illusion of a bigger lid. And I'm just going to keep packing that shade on the lower lid portion just to make it really bright and intense. I'm going to go back in and intensify fudge just a little bit. So I'm going to add a little bit more to the outer crease. I'm sorry, to the outer lid, not the outer crease. Just blending that up and out. For my brow bone shade, I'm going to go back into my Naked Basics palette. And we're going to go into the shade Venus right here, the very first one. Which lately I've really been loving to highlight my brow bone. And I'm just going to go ahead and tap that on the brow bone. It's going to look choppy for a second, but we're going to go ahead and blend that out. We're going to take our brush that we initially used in the crease for Soft Peach and just blend in the crease, and that'll blend out the edges of your highlight. And so far, that's what we have. So now we're just going to pause on the eyes and move on to the face, and then we'll come back and finish the lower lash line, add some mascara and all that stuff. So as I mentioned before, I am going in with a matte foundation, and I just picked up a sample of the Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation. I've heard a lot of people say that they love this for matte foundation, but I only picked up a sample because I'm not personally a fan of matte foundations. I do like a more dewy look. So I wanted to give it a go and try it out before I actually committed to purchasing the foundation. And that's why I also added a brightening primer beforehand to kind of help add some of that glow so it's not super matte. And I got the shade, I believe it was W1 Bone. This is the lightest yellow undertone shade that they make, and which is what I always am, the lightest yellow undertone shade. But it's crazy that this is the lightest because this is like my summer shade. This isn't the lightest in most foundations. It normally does go a little bit lighter. So yeah, their color range is probably not the best. I have heard that this photographs terribly, so if you plan on being in pictures, going out, then this probably is not the foundation for you. Now I'm going to go in with my Morphe 439. I just like to do more pressing motions than I do actual buffing motions. Just for me and the type of coverage that I like, I feel like it gives me the look that I like. In with the Urban Decay Naked Skin Concealer, and I'm still not 100% positive how I feel about it. Okay, I feel like I wanna love it more than I actually love it. Does that make sense? So I keep telling myself it's great, but I don't know if I actually think it's great. So we shall see. This is maybe the third or fourth time that I'm wearing it. And I don't know, I don't feel like there's anything astonishing about it. Does the same thing most of my other concealers do. It looks the same. So, And I have been obsessing over this Morphe E8 brush. It's technically a contour brush, but I've been using it to blend out my concealer, and it is incredible. So what I'm going to do today is make sure to set my under eye really well and really fast. I'm going to take some more of my Nars Crystal Light Reflecting Setting Powder, and I'm just going to use that to set the rest of the face. Not so much to mattify, but really more to set, so that when I go in with my powdered face products like my bronzer, my blush, nothing is skipping and everything goes on nice and smoothly. Now for my bronzer today, I'm going to be going into my Park Avenue Princess palette by Tarte, and that just looks like this. And I'm going to dip into that bronzer shade. I'm just going to be using a small, this is technically a blush brush, but it's just a small brush. I don't even know what it is or where I got this from. Tap off the excess. And I'm going to very subtly contour. Next, taking my Morphe 142 brush and the same blush that is in that Tarte palette, I'm going to go ahead and use this on the cheeks. And I personally do like to apply a good amount of blush. I do feel like it gives my face a lot of life. I'm going to go in with my Obsession Champagne Pop, the M501, which has been another obsession to highlight. We're going to add that to the very tops of the cheekbones. Add to the tip of the nose. I like to take my blush brush and just blend the bottom portion of that out so that it blends right into the blush. Blush blends into bronzer, and we are all good to go. So now moving back onto the eyes, I am going to start by taking, where are you? My Morphe M432. It's just one of these little flat brushes, and I'm just going to dip this brush into the shade Intense Gaze. I'm going to use that on my lower lash line just to kind of line really tightly. So I'm going to take the brush that I used for the shade Morocco, and I'm going to take no additional product on this, and I'm just going to blend on the lower lash line. Now we're going to highlight the inner tear duct, and again using Venus in the Naked Basics palette. Now to finish off the eyes, we just want to go in with some mascara. I am using the Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. And you can feel free to add falsies if you like, but I personally am just going to opt out of falsies and stick to mascara. So because of that, I'm going to add a pretty hefty coat. So for my lips today, I'm going to go in with MAC's Angel. And this is my all-time favorite light, like nude pink lipstick. And then my all-time favorite nude pink lip gloss, Bare Minerals Rebel Lip Gloss. And lastly, I'm going to go in with MAC's Extended Play Gigablack Lash for my lower lashes. And that, guys, concludes this makeup tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please subscribe and like this video. Leave me some comments down below requesting any future videos. Give me some good ideas. And I'll see you in the next one.